Hi everyone, it's Jen. Welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be making a home decor project and it will be under $5. This is the inspiration project that I found on Pinterest, so let's get to making. The materials you're going to need to make this project are a couple of wooden lat strips. They're about 48 inches long. They're rough cut, so they're not exactly the same. And they're 1.5 inches wide. You can get them in bundles, or they're about 40 or 50 cents a piece if you just go and buy them by the piece. You're going to need some metal clips. These are just some cheap clips that I got off of eBay a long time ago with some eyelets through them. I think you can get them on Amazon as well. Jute, like ribbon rope stuff, you're going to need that. You're going to need some wood glue, and you're going to need a staple gun to put everything together. You're going to need to cut these wooden pieces down. You're going to need 2 pieces that are 25.5 inches long and 4 pieces that are 10 inches long. This is the spray paint that I used on my metal clips. They were silver. I did not want them silver. I wanted them a darker color, so I used the spray paint. What I had done to easily spray these clips was I got a piece of cardstock. I attached the clips to a piece of cardstock, went outside and sprayed a lot of spray paint on these clips. I came inside, hung them from my dowel in my workshop, and put a paper towel underneath them so that if there was any drips, it didn't drip on anything, and just let them hang out there for a while until they dried. And then got ready to stain my wooden pieces using some gloves and a sponge brush. And after I finished staining, this is what the wood pieces looked like. So now we're going to put everything together. I have my clips that are sprayed the color I want them. My wood is stained and dried. I have 3 pieces of that jute rope, the thin stuff that they're 10 inches a piece. And then I have a longer piece of the thicker jute rope for hanging purposes, and it's 20 inches long. Right now my project is upside down because I am going to assemble it that way. When I put my staples in, I want the staples to go through the back, and it's almost the exact same thickness that my staples are of my 2 pieces of wood together. So when I'm hoping none of my staples go through. But anyways, I end up having to hammer most of my staples in because for whatever reason they wouldn't go in tightly. So I'm just laying down some wood glue and I'm spacing these horizontal pieces out, and I've actually marked on both of my vertical pieces, my long pieces, where these are going to go. Now, if you're going to make one of these projects, I'll tell you what measurements I used. I came in from the top at 3/4 of an inch, and these measurements are from the top of the project. So you want to put a line at 3/4 of an inch, and then 8.5 inches, at 16 inches, and then at 23.5. And once again, those marks are for the top of your horizontal pieces. So I'm just laying down some wood glue. I'm lining all of those horizontal pieces up on both sides. I have them marked on both sides, and then I'm stapling them down so that they'll stay. So now that all of our wood pieces are assembled, we're going to go ahead and install our jute twine and our metal clips. So what I do is I go ahead and grab 2 of my metal clips and I string it on one piece of the twine, and I'll staple it to one side of one of the openings and then string it across and staple it to the other side of the opening. And then just follow that pattern and do it to all 3 of the openings, making sure that those metal clips are on your jute twine as you are stapling, because mine have to be installed beforehand because they have those little eyelets in them. I know some of the clips don't actually have eyelets, they have hooks, and that would probably work okay too, but since mine have eyelets, they have to be installed ahead of time while I'm installing the jute. I've cut some 4x6 pieces of cardstock to just mimic what a photo would look like to see what it's going to look like when the project is finished. So I have 3 pieces of those, and I will install all 3 of them into the project just to get an idea of what it will look like when the photos are in. And the project is pretty much done. All we have to do is take the 20-inch piece of jute rope and we'll install it to the top of the project so that it can be hung. And I'll use my staple gun to do that. So I'll just attach one side and then I'll go ahead and attach the other side, and it's ready to be hung.